Hello everybody. Today I am going to show you how to make ghee, but I'm just going to wait until exactly 4 so that people who want to join at 4 can join. Also, I want to share to my group. Okay, so I hope you can hear me. Can somebody let me know if they can hear? All right, so let us start. So I am using actually the organic. It's better to use unsalted butter when you are making ghee because you don't want the salt in the ghee, even if basically most of the salt remains in the remains of the butter, but use unsalted salt. So anyways, so I took the salt, I took the butter, and I have cut it into kind of similar sizes of cubes. So what happens is when you are boiling, they all will kind of melt at the same time. So let's first look at the preparation that I have made. So I have the cut pieces of butter, or you can also take melted butter. I have a ladle here, and then I have salt. I have a little bit pinch of soji or rava, or cream of wheat, and I will tell you why and where I'm going to use it. I have a bottle with strainer, and I have a Kleenex box here on this side, and I also have basically water in this large pot, and I have a very solid heavy pot to make butter, and I have taken a larger pot because what happens is I don't want the butter to overflow, and I can see properly what's happening with my butter. So it's better to take a little bit larger pots. If you have any questions, do ask me, and I should be able to answer most of the times. So I'm going to start the stove. I am cooking, so bear with me. So first make sure the pot is little hot and there is no remains of any water, because if there is water, it's going to kind of come on you. It kind of burns. This pot is large enough, okay, and it is completely dry. Now I'm going to butter into the pot. Can you please hold on? So I am adding the butter into the pot. Actually, ghee making is not that difficult. It's quite simple. Just you have to know that when it is done. And then I'm also keeping my ladle inside the pot because you want to make sure it really does not come up and boil over. I am also taking some water just on the side because we are going to test when the butter is done, the ghee is done. So I have kept it on little bit high until it melts. Bring it closer, please. I have taken 1 lb of butter, organic unsalted. If somebody is joining later, I'm using organic butter, but to make ghee you don't have to have organic butter, but these days everybody would like to use organic. That's why I am showing you how to make butter out of organic, but butter tastes as good even if you use regular butter. So it's still melting, and until that time I'm going to tell you few tricks. So what I have done here is I have put water in this big pan that will take this large pan inside. So if I feel like the butter is getting overdone, then I can just lift this and put it in the water, because what happens is when you even close the gas, even though you have closed the gas, the butter still keeps cooking. So many times, you know, my friends have said, oh, my butter is always done too much. You know, it becomes like a little bit brownish than they want. You know, once it reaches that point, and even if the gas is off, it's continuing to cook and change its color. So if you want lighter butter, then here is a trick that you put some water next to your pot, and then and that's why you take a larger pot, so there is less chances of getting burnt or anything. So it's still melting, and there is a little wind here, so it's kind of taking a little bit more time. You don't need to stir or anything. The butter, let it basically come to a boil. So that's why I said that it's not that difficult to make butter. You just have to know when it is done. And you know, that is the trick we are going to kind of, you know, that's the information we are going to learn today. So other things I have is I have some salt here, and I have few grains of soji or cream of wheat, fine cream of wheat. And I will tell you why I'm using it. So once the butter starts, I'm going to put a pinch of salt in it. I think it's better, and also it's kind of preservative, so it will last longer. That's what, you know, my mom and grandmoms have told us, so that's what I do, and I hope that is true. I don't have any scientific information about it, but that's how we have been making it. So now the butter is completely melted. Sorry, as I said, that there is a little bit of wind, so my gas is taking a little bit longer. So I have kept it on high. You know, depending upon how much butter you are making. So for example, if you are making just a small amount of butter using just one stick, then you have to control your heat and keep it on low or medium, I would say, and because it will get, you know, hot very fast. We have 4 sticks here, so about a pound of butter, so it will take a little bit more time, so that's why I have kept it on high. So also, after the butter is done and it is kind of cold, after you put it in the bottle, it's kind of cold, then only put the pinch of soji in it. If you like the butter with grain, the grainy ghee is liked by lots of Indians. And if you want your butter to be grainy, then put a little bit of soji. And I think the reason is once the butter has few crystals, the whole bottle will get kind of crystallized. So we are trying to kind of start that process of making the ghee granular. So that's why we add the basically soji or cream of wheat or raw making sound. And at first it will get kind of fuzzy, you know, and all the milk solids are coming on top. So you just have to wait, maybe, you know, see it's not getting brown at the bottom, but at this point you do nothing, you just wait until the kind of the butter will start clearing itself. So it started bubbling and making some interesting sounds. Any questions? So I'm going to show you here. Hi everybody that is watching. I am at this short notice. I am really happy you are watching this. Please join our group, you know, cooking quick tricks and tips. And I think we are having a lot of fun, lot of discussions, and all members participate in discussions, and also the recipes are shared. So I do hope that you will join our group. And you know, the group ID is down below, or you can find that out. All right, now it is still making sound, and still the solids are on the top. And now is the time that you watch that it's not becoming too dark, is the right color you want. And the thing is, it starts like smelling very nice, like ghee like, and that aroma you cannot miss. So that's one more thing to remember, that it starts smelling really nutty and like ghee like. Still not done. If you see, there is lots of white on the top still. Interesting part is no need to stir, no need to do nothing. You just watch it get clarified. Homemade butter is really, you know, very popular. And, you know, Amul butter also makes very nice ghee, that because, you know, we are used to that, you know, taste of milk in India. So, you know, I will advise, if you want like the ghee tasting like India, you can try out making it using Amul butter. But otherwise, you know, butter in US is excellent. So, you know, that makes butter. So now you see the milk solids are still on the top, and the butter is started to bubble. The bottom of the pot, that are there any browns there, that's the test you want to see. You don't want the bottom get too brown basically. So I'm just tasting that. The bottom is still totally white. Because my pot is heavy, you know, I have still kept it on high. So remember also, if your pot is not as heavy, the pot is light, ghee is less, then you have to put it on medium heat. So now you see it is starting to change into a golden brown color. I don't know whether you can see it or not, but see, when I do this, it's kind of, you know, starting to get that yellowish tinge color to the ghee. And now it started smelling like ghee. So I am going to reduce the flame to medium. I really do not want to overdo my ghee. But I'm still waiting because I want it to have a little bit more yellowish color, and I want to make sure that it is completely cooked, because when cooked properly, the ghee can be good just on your counter for 3 months and in the refrigerator about 1 year. I hope you can hear the sound of the ghee making like bubbles, and now in India they do the water taste. Means they take some water in the bowl, and the water to the ghee. Please be very careful. The ghee is extremely hot at this point, so be very careful. It is making sound, but it's not really making that huge sound, like kind of exploding sound. So we still need just few minutes. It's almost getting done. I don't know whether you can see the color of the liquid at the bottom. It's getting yellow, golden yellow, and that's what you want. Little bit golden yellow color. That's what the color you are looking for. See, it started kind of clarifying, and the milk solids are coming together, and they are kind of separating, and if I don't stir it at this point, they are going to go at the bottom. So this is a very important kind of point where if you see the milk solids are like separated, like, you know, when you kind of try to make paneer, how the milk gets curdled, kind of that kind of look this milk solids have, like a broken paneer. So if you hear now, it has started making a little bit more sound, like really boiling. And not just one bubble, but it goes like multiple bubbles in a row. And that's when your ghee is almost done. It's kind of bubbling. Now I'm just going to take these basically milk solids on one side, color of the ghee. Remember, it is going to cook a little bit more than you know what we take out, so we have to be careful that what color we want. and then we are going to make the water test one more time. So now the the butter has that golden color. If you can see in my pot, if I move these milk solids on the side, you will see the golden brown color. And that's why it's important to have butter. This is a trick, I think, that will, you know, allow you to control. Even if you put it a little bit longer than needed on the stove, you can control your temperature of the ghee and bring it down if needed. So this, I think, is a valuable addition how to make ghee. So let's do the water test again, taking a little bit of water. See this time it really started bubbling. So our ghee is done. We should turn it off. Be careful because it comes out, and then if you see now, the color of the ghee is golden yellow, and completely cooked, but not too much. And there are some milk things have started to turn yellow. So that's the point you want to stop. You want some milk solids to get a little bit brownish. That also gives the ghee a nice flavor and color. But it should not be too much. This is enough. A little tinge, because remember it's going to cook for few more minutes. So we have turned it off now, and for basically you have to strain the ghee because there are those particles that you don't want. So the simple trick that I use is now I'm keeping an attention that is it getting too brown, and if you see it is getting brown, so I am going to put it in my water because I want to stop the process of cooking, and I want to maintain that you know, nice golden color than you know, brown color. So I did put it in the water. So now it will stop cooking, and we can prepare our basically straining. So what I do, you know, without any smell or anything, any lotion or smell, simple clean Kleenex. You can also use cheesecloth, but I find this to be very easy. And then I put it on the top of the strainer like this. You know, don't touch the paper too many times because, you know, it's very delicate and it tends to rip sometime. So I'm just going to get something so that it will stay in place. This is not very tall. So I'm just making it balance just for a little bit. And then because we put the ghee in the water, it is getting colder. Now is the time now to put the basically your soji, but I'm going to still wait because I think it's still maybe hot and the soji will burn in the ghee. So now you can see the color of the ghee. I like it this way, not too light, not too dark. If you can see the color of the ghee, it's golden. So I like this color. I don't like too white. If you like too white, you can take it out a little early, but then what happens is it will not last long. If you're making fresh ghee, then it can be still whiter than this. But I think if you want to keep it for 3-4 months, then try to make it a little bit darker color. So I'm going to start straining it. Once I pour the ghee into it, it will go down. And it takes a little bit of time because you don't want to push it or anything, but you can see the color of the down below. Once you get a hang of it, I don't think it is very difficult to do, and then you can do it maybe once in 2-3 months. You don't have to do it again and again. Also for straining, if you use cheesecloth, it is much faster, but I feel like I'm used to this, so I kind of use this. And ghee is such a good thing. Outside ghee, they put color in it to make it like yellow, and they probably are not using organic butter to make the ghee. So if you are making it at home, you can control the quality, the color, the consistency of ghee. You want the ghee to be a little bit grainier. You can add the soji and make it grainier. You can add a little bit of salt to make it long lasting and taste better. So I hope you liked it. And do you have any questions at this point? I just want to show you the color of the ghee. I'm doing this first time, so I hope everybody liked it, and please do give me your feedback if I need to kind of change something, and we need to kind of improve on video quality, or if it was too shaky or you couldn't see something properly, please let me know, and I request you to join our group. Once again, cooking tips and tricks, and we try to make food tasty, but also use the tips and tricks to make the food quickly, because everybody is so busy in life. Thank you all for watching, whoever is live, and I will be putting this video on YouTube in a while, and you will be able to watch it there too. At 7 o'clock today, I am going to make paneer, and if you would like to join, please do join, and we'll take it from there. So 7 p.m. today, I'm going to make paneer for you. All right, thank you so much, and I hope you will use some of the tricks. I'm sure you are making ghee at home, but you can use some of the tricks I showed you, and I hope it was helpful. Thank you so much, and see you at 7. Bye.